Hi, my name's Rebecca. For Poetry in Motion, we had to figure out a poem because we had to try out with something, and there wasn't really a specific topic, so I had to grasp onto something that held a strong memory, and that was when I was in middle school, and I had my first real best friend, and here it is. Friendship. Day after day, I have to put on a mask. How I truly feel, what I display, are the complete opposite. I took my mask every morning and placed it on my face for the benefit of others. I long for that feeling to have someone by my side, not literally by my side. Someone who will call me when I'm eating dinner just to tell me a corny joke. Someone who will watch me fall, ask if I'm okay, and then laugh till they have a six-pack. Someone who will save the last Oreo for me because they know it's my favorite. Someone who will be my friend. Someone who won't tell me I hate you. Someone who won't ignore me and get mad at me and just leave me in a blank room. Have you ever been in a blank room where your thoughts just float around and your words seem to have no power whatsoever? Where you can think of the richest blue known to the world of color, and not even your imagination can give these blank walls beauty. Where it's just so quiet that your thoughts are like they've been plugged into an amplifier, just blaring in your ears. Mama told me to just leave you alone, but I can't. You mean so much to me. I don't even know how or why. You treat me like I killed your puppy. And then the next day you treat me like I'm your Scantron for the final test. How is it that you were still my best friend, and no matter what you do or say, I stay by your side? You were the only girl best friend I've had. We have shared many memories. We've gone to the movies and went into the restroom just to play with the soap and make bubbles. The old ladies looked at us like we were mental patients who escaped from an asylum. But that was all right, because we were giggling. And as we walked out, we listened, we looked back, and we could hear them go, crazy girls. But then you seemed to forget about that, because the next day, you were flipping me off and cursing at me and pushing me lower down. So what do? I try to forget it and shrug it off. But then you shot an arrow at me, like Katniss Everdeen. And instead of pushing it out, you tugged at it. Please don't forget I'm not a robot. I once was a happy girl, and here I am. Terrified to speak. Soaking up profanity, you snarl at me just like a sponge. It isn't fair how you treated me. You were supposed to be my best friend, not my own personal Brutus. Simply speaking had me afraid. I was full of fears. I gained one fear after another. The things that I never minded to say all of a sudden became important. I could no longer say what I wanted. I was no longer strong, outgoing, bold Rebecca Hernandez. I was being taken apart. I couldn't see the bright girl in me anymore. Many people said I was a delightful person to be around, but you said otherwise. I know in life not everyone is going to like me, but you confused me. You loved and you hated. I wasn't sure if you cared, but it was okay if you didn't, because I still loved you. Now I look away from you and look to my side. It wasn't fair, but hey, that's life. You are no longer here. I finally had the courage to leave you, and I admit I feel bad because I know you need someone like me. But now you don't have me. And there's this boy here, right by my side. But not literally. He's not my boyfriend, not my brother, definitely not my father. His name is Andrew. He calls me during dinner just to tell me a joke that he read off of a popsicle stick. He goes, "Why can't a bicycle stand on its own?" And before I can reply, he goes, "Because it's too tired." premonition, and you can see it almost forming. He saves me in his last Oreo because he knows it's my favorite. He doesn't call my names and treat me like I'm a chewed up pencil. He's my friend. No, my best friend. He tells me, Rebecca, you are great and I absolutely love you. It's a shame she can't see you the way I do. I don't need my mask anymore, and I don't feel insignificant. And instead of being in a blank room, he took me outside and showed me the world of color. Thank you, Andrew, for showing me the world of color.